Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, once again, Ziggy the Wolf. Also, aka Ziggy Gunner. Aka just plain Ziggy. And also, aka the furry that pisses people off, seeing how Wolfie Darkfang doesn't do it anymore. But that's beside the point. I have 3 points to make, and first two will be very, very quick. First off, Sonic Passion is still weird. Second off, fuck Edge, fuck Ricky Guerrero, and fuck Matt Hardy for what they did to Jeff. That was some bullshit, and also fuck the WWE for not bringing Christian Cage back at what's it called, Royal Rumble. It would only made sense. Why not do it? But okay, now for the thing that really pissed me off today. I'm on the internet at GeForcing. How the TV show itself is a little crap inside of bacon. I happened to stumble across some interesting news. Now, all of you know who the craptacular rapper 50 Cent is, and the even more craptacular, not counting Lloyd Banks, rapping unit, G Unit, aka Gorilla Unit, aka God Please Shoot These Bastards Unit. Well, a little while ago, I think like 3 or 4 years ago, they released a game called 50 Cent Bulletproof. If you remember it, it is like the rapper himself, a load of shit inside of bacon. Well, some jackass down at THQ decided to, one day woke up and saw the mountains of money that he makes for working at THQ, and he thought, let's see what should I do today? Oh, I know what I want to do. We're gonna make another 50 Cent game. Even though that game, the first one, was terrible. It was horrible. It was just plain bad. I can't think of any more adjectives for it. It was just bad. I didn't like the game, and I like shoot 'em ups, even if they're half done. This 50 Cent Bulletproof was just crap, and now they're making a game which I really think he just stole off Busta Rhymes' song "Arab Money" because it's called Blood in the Sand. And from what I know, that they are releasing basically the game's about somebody stole get this now, crystal embedded skull. Let that one sink in for a second. Crystal embedded skull. The entire outside of the skull were covered in crystals, and I think the eyes had 2 big crystals in them. Who the hell had the money to do something like that? That doesn't make any sense. That's not economical. It's not even it doesn't even make any sense to do. Why do it? It makes me believe that rappers, and to some extent their fans, are dumbasses because his fans are going to say, oh my god, 50 Cent, despite me hating his first game, is making another game. So I'm going to go out and buy it. And when I buy it, I'm expecting it's going to be good. No, it's not going to be good. This game, and like the rapper, and his first game, and G-Unit, not counting Lloyd Banks for the most part, I can listen to 1 or 2 of his songs, is an epic fail. A humongous epic fail. And you may say, you're a hater, you hate all these rappers, you hate all these people, but you ain't got their money. You're jealous because they got money. No, I'm jealous. I'm not necessarily jealous per se, but I am hate-filled that the people like this get paid more than the teachers and the police officers and everyone else who actually makes a difference in the world, and they're paying this money to people who didn't complete high school, didn't go to college, are not worth the time they take up. Don't you ever question that? We used to be a country that, back in the day, that we were rewarded for intelligence and hard work, and getting up every morning, not being a lazy bum and getting to a job. No matter how much they didn't like the job, they got to the job. They did their job, and they did it to the best of their ability. Nowadays, we've got kids who don't want to do anything, don't want to work, don't want to make anything out of themselves, would much rather sell drugs and do all this other stupid stuff than go out and actually become a productive member of society. When back in the day, the productive members of society were either seen as villains or were ostracized by mainstream culture. But who's ostracized now? Who is ostracized now in in our world, in our so-called civilized world. These civilized people, those are the ones who are ostracized. Those are the ones who are looked down upon for being smart and going to work and getting up every morning and not having to go to court, not having 5 different kids to take care of, not accepting the lowest common denominator for them. Because as my grandmother always says, if it's the easy way, then it's usually the wrong way. If it's the easiest way, it's probably the wrong way. But these people take the easy way out, and they say, I sling drugs, I do this, I do that. That's hard. Not compared to getting up every morning and having to deal with people like you who do nothing more than make excuses. And then wonder why the police look at you funny. Wonder why that other black people and other people are mad at you because of that. Because people like this, like 50 Cent and most rappers, who get all this praise and get all this money, are emulated by youth, and hence youth take the lyrics and the image and act on it. And I'm not saying ban the image and the music and stuff like that, ban rap, because rap sucks. I mean, if it's a bad form of music, then it's a bad fucking form of music. There's nothing you can do about it. But why do I get looked at? Because just because I look like somebody they might have come across, or I look similar to a black person or Hispanic person or anyone who may be doing something wrong just because I decide to wear black. I like black. Black is my favorite color besides blood red. And not because I'm a blood, it's because I like the color blood red. It's a fluid of life. It's a cool color and a very cool concept. That such a simple combination of elements form into one and is our vital source. Nothing else can flow through us, sort of blood, without us dying. But that's not the point. And it makes me question watching these rappers and watching these people walk down the street, coming into my store every morning, act like they're big and hard, but they ain't got nothing. They ain't got shit. They have no education. They have no work experience. They have nothing except for trapping, which is stupid, because you know what happens? Trapping will get you thrown in jail every time, or probation every time. You know what happens when you want to get out of that, huh? What happens then? What happens whenever the person who's been trapping their entire life wants to leave? You can't do anything. If you're not in jail already or dead, which is more likely than you ending up in jail, because the crackheads are very, very dangerous individuals, you'll most likely be shot or killed. And if you're not in jail already, you will most likely be dead, because they will kill you to take your stuff. But but this is perpetuated in mainstream media, and people like 50 Cent getting video games like this and getting focus like this makes me cringe, because it allows him to reach out further into the youth and into younger America and the younger world, and this garbage infects them like AIDS. I don't know. And maybe I'm looking at it from the outside. Wait, no, there really is no excuse. It's stupid, and it should stop. Start giving, instead of giving these jackasses money to make video games out of themselves, take the money away from the jackasses like Lil Wayne and 50 Cent and all these other cockmongers, and also take it away from the ball players, because they don't need to be making that much for throwing a ball, playing a game. Give the money to the teachers. Give it to the police officers, to the firefighters. Give it to the people who need it, because they need to support their family in case something bad goes down. Like in the case of police officers and firefighters, so their family can be taken care of if something bad happens to them, because they're actually doing something for the community, not throwing together words, not throwing all this other crap together. They're actually doing something good for the community. Think about that. Before you buy that CD, think about, should I really be giving my money to these people? Or should I be giving it to something else that comes back to my school and stuff like that? And not the lottery. Thank you. Have a nice day. Pleasant tomorrow. This is Ziggy Gunner. Adios, mi amigos.